What's good, mind speakers? If you clicked this video, you already know I'm back with another Zodiac video because you guys really seem to like them, seeing as my last two are over 100,000 views, so why am I not going to do another one? Duh. So I'm here now with why I would date your specific Zodiac sign. Now, last one was why I wouldn't date your specific Zodiac sign. And the comment I kept seeing over and over and over and over is, oh, well, this guy's gonna be single forever. Who would he date? First of all, second of all, I was just giving context as to why I would not date every single sign, including my own. So, not that I wouldn't date anyone, it was just reasons as to why I wouldn't date each specific sign. But those of us with common sense totally got that. Now, before we even get into this, we're gonna do what we do every single Zodiac video. You are not just a Gemini, you are not just a Pisces, you are not just an Aquarius, you're not just a Cancer. You have a sun sign, a moon sign, a Venus sign, and a rising sign. You have plenty of signs. So make sure you go to Cafe Astrology or some shit, do your birth chart, know those things. Know that when we're talking today, we're talking mostly about Venuses and Venus signs. Venus signs are how you give love, how you receive love, the type of love you attract, what you need. It's a completely different thing other than just your sun and moon. So make sure you know your Venus, because that will help you understand why you're probably single. And once you've done that, we can finally get into this video as to why I would date each and every single one of your Zodiac signs. So I'm gonna be nice this video, guys. Let's start with Pisces, because actually I'm starting with Pisces because I like the Pisces energy in my comments. Pisces don't ever come in my comments acting all spicy and rude and nasty. Usually they're nice, and I appreciate that. So I'm starting with Pisces for that alone. I would date a Pisces because Pisces individuals, Venus and Pisces individuals, they're very compassionate. And other signs tend to put up walls and defenses and barriers to love, but Pisces really don't do that. They're kind of really open, and they really are looking for like a soulmate connection. And because of that, they tend to get hurt a lot, which is, you know, that sucks. So please, if you know you're dating a Pisces or a person with Venus and Pisces, just do right, just be right and be honest, because they're very open and they're very honest with you, and they just want to give and receive an unconditional love. Pisces really do chase an unconditional love. A lot of people really aren't into dating people who may need a helping hand, but Pisces and Venus and Pisces individuals, they do love to give a helping hand. They want to bring out the best in other people. That's just how they are. They are very inspiring and optimistic people, and they want to see everyone at their best. And honestly, if you're a person who needs to do some work, which a lot of us are people who need to do some work, Pisces do it in a different way that Virgos do it. But it comes from a place of love and just wanting to be helpful and wanting to see the people that they love flourish. So that's why I would date a Pisces. Although I've given lots of context as to why I would not date an Aquarius, I'm not an Xbox, I'm not a PlayStation, I'm not a Wii, not a Nintendo Switch, bitch, I'm not a Game Boy, I'm none of those things. I'm not to be played with. I don't have time for any of that. But there are good qualities that Aquariuses do have that I do like. And one of those qualities is that Aquariuses, aside from being very charismatic, because I feel like everybody goes there and we've discussed that, but Aquariuses really don't care about anyone's idea of love. All that rom-com shit, all the Jennifer Garner movies you may have watched growing up, Mia Thermopolis, Princess of Genovia, Aquariuses don't give a fuck about any of that. Aquariuses just want to fulfill whatever it is that they're trying to fulfill in the moment, which can seem selfish, but it's like, okay, what are they supposed to be? Somebody elfish? They have to look out for themselves, which is all of our jobs. So instead of going into a relationship with an Aquarius with a preconceived notion of what you think love should be, just allow it to naturally define. Allow your relationship with that Aquarius to naturally define. And they will appreciate that. Also, Aquariuses have very beautiful minds, very great ideas, and they don't just want to be appreciated for what they may do or how they may look. They want to be appreciated for their mind. They want to be appreciated for the way they think. And also, they're spacious. They're spacious, and I like space. I don't want to be hounded. I'm that type of person that doesn't want to be hounded. The only thing about an Aquarius is, an Aquarius will take that same space that they use to be healthy, and they'll weaponize it when they're done with you. So you do have to kind of watch that, because they like distance, but that distance is the same distance that they will use to get rid of you in the end. But if you can be confident with your Aquarius and let them do their thing and just trust them, then you'll be completely fine. Because realistically, they do like attention, and if they like your specific brand of attention, they will come back to you to get it. So I would date a Capricorn, because as a Gemini, I am very here, there, and everywhere mentally sometimes, and Capricorns are the pillar of stability. Like, the god of stability is Capricorn. What I actually do like about Capricorns is people think that Capricorns are just like, they put up a wall and they're like, no, you can't know what's going on emotionally, No, it comes from a place of shyness. They're just shy. You know what I mean? Like, emotionally, they're just reserved. And I think that's pretty sweet. And I think that that dichotomy between the hard-nosed individual they present to the world and the sweet little child you get to access when a Capricorn likes you, I like the difference between the two. I think it's adorable because Capricorns just want to impress you. That's all they want to do, is they want you to just think that they're cool and that they're stable. They really just want you to like them and to be impressed and to lean on them. That's what they like. Another thing I like about Capricorns is if y'all have a relationship, you can guarantee the inner workings of that relationship are going to really stay between you and that Capricorn for the most part, because Capricorns don't like expressing emotions to everybody. So the conversations you have with a Capricorn realistically is going to be between you and a Capricorn. It's not going to get out in the street. Everyone's not going to know. You guys have a very nice interpersonal relationship. So feel free to be open with a Capricorn, and it's not going to be everybody's business. And I think that's underrated in relationships, because too much of what happens in relationships is people run their goddamn mouths and then don't nobody respect your union. That's not going to happen with the Capricorn, because the Capricorn is going to keep shit in the relationship, work shit out in the relationship. If it goes to one friend, maybe it's that friend and that's it, but it won't be to the world. Why I would date a Sagittarius? I would date a Sagittarius because a Sagittarius is a wonderful hodgepodge of JK and dead ass. Both of those things are necessary, because you can't be playing around all the time and you can't be dead ass all the time. Like, you can't be doing either one of those things all the time. But I will date a Sagittarius because Sagittariuses will go to the ends of the earth for the people that they love. Like, if you're in a relationship with a Sagittarius and you say, I want that, or I want to do this, or I want to be that, a Sagittarius be like, yeah, you want that? Yeah, that's my baby. We gon' get it. Sagittariuses just get amped and they want to conquer, and they like seeing the people around them and the people that they love happy, and they will do whatever they have to do in order to see that, because that's just what fuels their soul. Also, Sagittariuses are not dwellers. Even if they have a personal problem, they're like, okay, how can we fix it? How can we remedy it? How can we, you know, get on the path that they don't want to sit in shit. And I love that about Sag energy, because I can't stand dwelling. I'm also a Sag rising, maybe that's where it comes from, but I don't like sitting in just muck of emotions. At some point, we're gonna have to figure out how to put on the big bitch boots and trudge. We're not just gonna sit here and wallow. So a Sag wants to find fixes. They want to get out there. They want to be happy. They're very charged. Also, Sagittarius really will not lie. They will be honest. They will be brutally honest, and it may hurt your feelings, but they would rather be an honest asshole than a lying asshole. So get ready for some honesty if you want to be with a Sag. I feel the Scorpio uprising in my comments every time I post one of these, because the Scorpios know I have complicated relationships with Scorpios. So I'm going to say, here's why I would date a Scorpio, and I hope you guys are receptive to the reasons why I would, because you guys seem to be mad at me. I would date a Scorpio because, first of all, let me just say, all of my favorite artists are Scorpios. SZA's a Scorpio, Drake's a Scorpio. Those are the two that come to mind, but Scorpios are beautiful writers. They are able to internalize emotion and encapsulate what it means to be in love, and they are fantastic musicians and writers because they know how to feel. That's just my favorite thing. All my favorite artists are Scorpios. I will say, in the process of dating a Scorpio, if you're the type of person like me who is just kind of like, I don't really have many needs, like, I don't really feel that I have many external needs. Anything I need, I pretty much just kind of figure that out for myself. I'm very self-sufficient. A Scorpio, in their process of trying to discover you, will help you discover yourself. So if there are things that you may not know about yourself, or you don't know what you like, or you don't know what you don't like, a Scorpio will be all over you to the point of where you will find out what you do and do not like, because they will explore every avenue of love and your tolerance. They're going to get in there, and you are going to know exactly what are your buttons, what you like, what you don't. When you're done with the Scorpio, it is a very self-discovery process by accident, just because they want to know you that well. And also, even though things tend to go south after this, Scorpios have the best honeymoon phases. I don't know what it is. I think it's just like the tension that they build, the sexual tension that they build. It's great. Scorpio honeymoon phases are top 5. So that's why I would date a Scorpio, is you really do get to know yourself very well by the time you're done with the Scorpio, A. And B, it's a pretty good first month with the Scorpio, I'll say that. Here's why I would date a Libra. Libras are great conversationalists. Oh my god, there's nothing worse than being on a date or texting someone where it's like, cool, yeah, lol, emoji, like, get the fuck off my phone! Libras know how to keep a conversation going when it's time to end the conversation, when it's time to move on. They're not boring. They can keep up. They're fast and they're witty, and that's what I like. And you can do so on separate couches. You can be not physically touching a Libra, and it can be completely fine, because for me, I just don't like being all up on people all the time. At some point, it's like, get the fuck off of me. And you can sit across from a Libra, have a conversation, and build that tension and build that chemistry, that emotional, that physical, that mental chemistry without exactly touching each other, which is sometimes what I need. Move. And even when a Libra gets in that mode where they feel like, you know what, I want to fight, and you guys have that explosive conversation that they love, and it's a 360 conversation. You see all sides of the argument, because whatever side of the argument you take, the Libra usually is just gonna hop on the other side, and then before you know it, you guys have completely deconstructed the American power structure. I also love the fact that Libras understand boundaries. Libras come into the relationship like, yo, show me where your limits are, show me where X, Y, and Z is, show me how we can coexist here. You show the Libra and they go, got it. And they don't fuck with your boundaries, really. Libras aren't trying to prod and cause issues. That's one thing that they really don't want to do until they decide they want to do it. But when Libras are happy in a relationship, they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to cause issues. It's when they're unhappy is when they want to cause issues. So in their being non-confrontational when they're happy, they will let you set your boundaries, and they'll just leave your boundaries alone. They'll be like, oh, he doesn't like that. And that's literally it, which is fucking amazing. I would date a Virgo because Virgos are dedicated. They will work. I'm not of the ilk that believes that relationships are just this hard work. For some people, that's what they like. That's not what I like. But Virgos, if you guys don't necessarily connect off rip, they're not afraid of putting in work, which I think is admirable if that's your thing. However, the same reason why I said I wouldn't date a Virgo is why I would date a Virgo, which people are gonna be like, what? But listen to me. They're pushers. They're Miss Norberry. They're pushers. However, some people need to be pushed. And sometimes, if you're trying to do something, if you have a goal, you need the people you love on board. You need family on board. You need people with you. You need solidarity. You need people to lock in. And Virgos are people that they will fucking lock in with you and be like, yeah, let's get this money. Let's get it done. We have a goal. And that cannot be overlooked. And that's where the corrections come from with Virgos. They're not trying to be mean. They can be, and they can be very trite when they want to be. But most of the time, those corrections just come from wanting to help, just wanting to better each other. That's all they want to do. Virgos also love to play the back of the room, which is my favorite thing, because a Virgo peeps everything and says nothing, which I kind of do. And then when you get alone with a Virgo, you will realize that a Virgo peeped everything you peeped, which is really cool, because Virgos don't exactly have to be like, I saw, no. They're just gonna be like, So I appreciate that about a Virgo. They don't have to be the Leo or the Gemini in the room. Speaking of Leos, here's why I would date a Leo. A Leo is a king looking for a queen, or vice versa, or in between, or such which, whatever you are into. A Leo is royalty looking for royalty, period. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a prince already, but they have to see prince, princess, king, queen potential. And if they see that in you, they're going to push you to upgrade. That's what Leos want. Leos like, yo, we are Jay-Z and Beyonce, period. That's how they feel. However, Leos are really all bark and no bite when it comes to a lot of the way they present. Like, most of that is just kind of like, I'm great, look at me, and it's presented in a way like, I know right, I'm great, right? But realistically, that's not how it is. They just want validation. They just want compliments. And they're a couple of compliments away from melting right in the palm of your hand. They're really not as hard to get as they swear they are. My favorite thing about a Leo is Leos are real. And it's not even about like, I'm real, no, not like that. But Leos are, they operate from such a serious place of like, what's the word I want to use? Self, like, worth. That everything that they do is a representation of self. Not like they're selfish, but they have a representation of self. So if they're going for you and they really like you, they really want to be loved for who they are. They really want to love who you are, and that's just it. Plain, simple. That's all it is with a Leo. It's brass tacks. Leos are very real and raw in that way when it comes to love and acceptance. And you never have to wonder if you're getting played like an Aquarius will play. That's not what a Leo wants to do. A Leo wants to be loved, and a Leo wants to love. Point blank. Here's why I would date a Cancer, which is tough for me because even though I'm a Cancer moon, I don't necessarily know if I would date a Cancer because that's a lot for me. But if you're a high maintenance lover, if you're a person who needs a lot of like heavy petting, then a Cancer is probably for you. Cancers want to be at your service because Cancers also really want to be loved, but they want to be worthy of your love, and they're really afraid of being alone. So they really try to earn your love, and They're just giving to you because they feel like that's what you deserve, A, and B, they feel like all of that is what is required for them to be lovable. They really just want to be worthy of your love. So please also be nice and gentle with Cancers as well. But Cancers also are very loving. They have a very maternal energy. They're loyal to a fault. Yeah, they're sometimey, but at the same time, if you need a Cancer and a Cancer really loves you and they're about you, you have a friend and you have somebody who's there, you have a partner who's gonna be down and stable and ride for you. If you're a person who's looking to get into a relationship and you're looking to go the marriage route, you should probably look for a Cancer because Cancers love families. Cancers want to build a union and a family and probably have positive relationships with their families. They want to put on the matching footy pajamas and get in front of the Christmas tree and take the cheesy pictures and do the family vacation. They love that union. It's their home base. It's what they need, is a positive home base, which is also why I would date a Cancer, because if you're the type of person who's like, I don't want to go out, I need a recharge right now, the Cancer is going to be the one to be like, I know exactly what to do, I got the snacks on deck, we have the show that we need to watch, let's sit in the bed and let's watch it, and a Cancer won't get bored. It's just a fun time. In the house, they know how to lock in. So there are plenty of reasons why you should date a Cancer, even though I feel like a lot of people just harp on the fact, oh, Cancers will smother you. It's like, okay. Here's why I would date a Gemini, which is another sign that gets a bad rap. Geminis are independent. Like, they do not need a lot. Whereas you would say that maybe the Scorpio or the Cancer or the Pisces is the dog. The air sign would then be the cat. Leave the food, leave the water, leave the litter box, and I'm good. Like, Geminis just don't need much, which makes people feel like they're not in a relationship, and that's always hard. But there are people out there who don't want to do all that and don't need emotionally labor-intensive help or don't need emotionally labor-intensive relationships. That would be great with a relationship with a Gemini, for that reason alone. If I were you, I wouldn't waste your time trying to pin down a Gemini, because Gemini energy is not an energy that you can ever really fully pin down, because there's always going to be a facet of a Gemini that wants to be doing something else in whatever they are doing. It's like, even sitting here, I'm thinking about sitting outside right now because it's 75 degrees. I don't even want to do this right now. And this is what I love to do. I sat and wrote this video for a reason. It's like, that's just the way we are. But the person who owns the Gemini's heart is the person who understands this fact. You will never possess a Gemini. You will experience a Gemini. And if you were able to not say those words, but show a Gemini's heart that that is what's going on, a Gemini will keep coming back to you, because they'll be like, for some reason I'm able to be with you and experience you and still feel free and still feel happy and self-sufficient, and it doesn't make them feel smothered or tied down, and they will be devoted to you in that fact. So just keep that in mind if you're gonna date a Gemini. Just let them be, let them roam, let them get some air in their chest. You'll be fine. I would date a Taurus because Tauruses are dependable. Like, a Taurus always seems to be the person that's doing the right thing. I really don't know many wayward Tauruses. I know a couple, but those ones that I know are closer to the Gemini side, actually. Tauruses just are usually on top of their shit, and if you're somebody who is also helter-skelter, you might need a Taurus to ground you a little bit. The only thing about that is a lot of people don't like being told what to do in relationships, because it's like, you're not my mom, but it's like, at some point, stop acting like a kid and you won't need a fucking mom. Tauruses are also really good at relationships because of their stability and because of the way that they like to nest. So they're good at saying, hey, this is an issue, let's fix it. They don't break up over stupid shit like I tend to do. They're usually just kind of like, hey, that's an issue, let's fix it. Oh, I do something that's an issue? Heard it, won't do it anymore. Copy, cool. Tauruses are just good at love, and I don't get it because I'm just so not. But I am kind of enthralled with how easily they just kind of meld into partnerships and being good at love. So that's why I would date a Taurus. And last but not least, we have Aries. Aries, I would date an Aries because Aries are independent, but I mean that in a completely different way that I mean in a Gemini way. Geminis literally just want to do whatever they want to do. They want to wake up in the morning looking like P. Diddy, got their glasses, they're out the door, they're gonna hit the city. Before they leave, brush their teeth with a bottle of Jack. Geminis just want to do whatever they feel like doing in whatever moment. That's just how Geminis are independent. But Aries are independent in a way that's like, look at me, I'm independent. Look at me, I need nobody else. Look at me, I'm self-sufficient. Aries want you to appreciate their independence. They want you to be attracted to their specific brand of independence. And it is attractive, honestly, in a way. But if it's look at me, look at me, look at me, how independent really is it? Another reason why I would date an Aries is because the way an Aries is attracted to you is, I would say it's attractive sometimes, because Aries are go-getters. so they know what they want. So if you're what they want, they're gonna let you know, hey, come here. That's it, period. Like, they're very direct. They can go a little bit into the...
I want my eggs cracked, meaning I want a child. I want my name dropped, meaning I want to be married. I'm not around with you.
And if you're not a person that wants to be hunted down, that right there can seem a little crazy, but that's not really what they mean. They're just kind of like, yo, I know what I want, so what's good? That can be sexy if someone wants you that bad, but you have to want to be pinned down, I guess, which is not my thing. Anyway, that's why I would date each and every single one of your zodiac signs. So now you guys have context as to why I'm not gonna be single forever. And even if I am, it's not because I did a motherfucking YouTube video. Don't forget to check out the rest of my zodiac videos. I have a couple up now and I'm working on some more zodiac concepts. Let me know what other type of zodiac videos you want in the comments below. Rep your squad, fight, do the things you've been doing in the comments. I love watching and laughing because you guys are absolutely ridiculous. And as usual, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, suck a dick, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Deuce. I don't feel like I'm in this relationship. Am I in this relationship? Who am I? What is this? What?